Yeah. Hello everyone. Today we will see the connectivity between CPI and database. Okay, database. CPI and database. We will see the connectivity between these two servers. And now we have open source Postgres uh, Postgres SQL server. We have Postgres SQL open source. So we will configure it. So we have one online a database, create DB, Postgres. Okay, go here, down. So we have here create DB open source, uh, create DB database. Here, go to create DB open source and SQL here, and here just click on get start, and it will ask for start for free. Start for free. You can sign up with any one of this. You can sign with Google. Okay, continue. Okay, can give any name here. I'm giving name like SAP BTP underscore CBI. Create organization. Okay, and deploy cluster. Deploy cluster. This is free database available. I kept standard and free and deploy cluster. And here we can select any, take others and deploy it. It will take some time to deploy, so we have to uh, you know save this username and password for future purpose. This is username, and here we can see password as well. We can update the password, or else we can use as it is the password here. Okay, I'm copying my desktop this password. We have to wait until this cluster got deployed. This is I'm configuring some open database for our testing purpose. This backend database is Postgres SQL server. Postgres SQL server. Yeah, now we have to copy this host port in our desktop. Host, and this is the Postgres SQL server port, and this is HTTPS port. We have to copy both for future users purpose. Okay, and admin password. So this is the details we have saved all the details, required details here. Here 400, right? Which this is 4200, sorry, 4200 HTTPS portal. Okay, I have saved. Now open this. Now we have to enter enter the username password which we saved earlier. Sign in. So this is the server we have entered. So now I am going to create one table example. Table example I have taken already some fields, three fields. I am going to create employee record as a table and employee ID one column, employee ID second, employee last name, first name, okay, age, and I'm taking employee ID as a primary key. It should not be duplicate. Okay, uh, so I have taken these details. Okay, so using these details, I'm going to create one table in the database. Okay, now submit query. So one record successfully saved. So we will check whether this record is successfully saved or not. The table is successfully created or not. Okay. So if you go to here, this is our table. Table successfully created. Employee record table C successfully created with these names. Name is column names are employee ID, employee last name, employee first name, and age. Employee age. Okay. Employee ID is integer. These two are varchars, the data types, and employee age is the integer. Okay. I have created the data table, database table using some query. So I'm going to insert the data. I'm going to insert the data in the table. So for insertion, there is a query again. This is insert into employee record. Employee record is our table name, first field name, first column name, second column name, third column name, and fourth column name, and with respective values. Employee ID, this is 1, 2, 3. Employee last name, employee first name, some employee age. So I have given these details and submit query. So one row successfully inserted. So now go to the database table and see the table. This is the table. So I have to check whether this uh, whether the data has been inserted successfully or not. So we have another query to get the data, that is select statement. Okay, go here and control V, select empid, or else we can put directly star. Let me check with star, control X, select star from database name. This is also not required, just colon submit query. See, we have inserted data, successfully inserted our data. So using this database, I will create one small iFlow. How can we access this database and how can we insert the data through CPI and how can we fetch the data from this database? We will see now. Okay, I am going to create one um, example, one small iFlow. Wait a minute. So I have created one package with some example and I am going to inside the package. Okay, edit it, duplicate and duplicate. So I am creating one iFlow. 1 minute. Cancel. I am taking same name as the iFlow name. Here, integration flow, add. So here I already inserted the data. Just I want to pull this data using this select query from CPI. Okay, see, we'll see how can we achieve this. How can we, configure it in CPI. First, first, so removing. I'm taking timer to initiate the high flow. Okay, I'm taking timer here. Take one content modifier. Okay, okay, and take one request reply, external call, request reply, and take here JDBC adapter. Here is JDBC, yes, JDBC adapter. Okay, and copy the same query inside this body. Okay, from which we have already used, right? This one. So select here. Okay, so we are pulling the data from this database. Okay, and now here we have to configure JDBC. So here we have to keep some alias name. So how can we configure it? We will see that now. Okay, here just we have to provide alias name, nothing is there connection wise. So this connection, this JDB connection, we have to maintain in some other place. I will show you that place. Okay, here if you go to here, we have multiple options, right? Here go to monitor and integration APIs. Come down here, we can see this JDBC material. Okay, JDBC material. Here we have to add some alias name here. I can say uh, some Postgres DB, and I'll select the respective Postgres DB cloud, and we have to provide username and password. So we already saved username and password here. So same username and password I'll give here. So I have provided username and password which we already saved, and we have to provide some JDBC URL here. But JDBC URL we have a format like this: host JDBC colon PostgreSQL colon slash slash host port and database name. Okay, here a host is already we have saved. This is the host of this one. Okay, and port is this one. Okay, and database. What is the database here? Okay, database, we have a database name. From here, this is the name of the database. Chalo, let me check. Okay, this is the database name. Okay, this is our JDBC URL we have prepared. This is the format, JDBC format, and I'm going to give this URL here. Okay, deploy it. Okay, I have deploy this database connectivity. Okay, with all the details, user credentials and JDBC URL, and I have select a PostgreSQL cloud as a database. Okay, now we will give this alias name. Just we have to give this alias name here. Okay, give alias name here. C body SQL server I have given. Now save it, duplicate. So now go to monitor and another tab also go to monitor. Uh, to monitor, open messages here. Say okay, open. This is earlier one and deploy it. Okay. Now I am going to deploy our this database. Save, deploy. Let me check this the status. It should not be appear here. See, I am deploying it now with the same data. See, it is successfully completed. Okay, successfully completed. It means the data has been successfully inserted inside the database. Not successfully, successfully pulling. So I have not enabled the trace earlier, so I am unable to see the data. Now we will see. Keep trace here, and again deploy it. Okay, deployed successfully, and check trace. It's loading. Yeah, it's loaded. It successfully pulled the data from database. We'll see the data whether it is correctly pulled or not. See, this is the data pulled from open database process, and we will check whether see see here database JDBC adapter pull the data from where this database pull the data from this database table, and it has converted into XML. It was converted into XML and given as XML as a output data. Okay. See, we will verify the data as well. Okay, here we have only one employee ID, one employee data, employee ID 123. See, employee ID 123, and employee name, last name is M, first name is Giri, and employee age is 26. So successfully we have connected to database and we pull the data. Okay, this is for pulling the data using select query. Now we will insert the data using insert statement. So we will see how can we insert this data through CPI this database. Okay, 1 minute. Now I am taking here one more receiver, again same database, same JDBC channel we have to select, and same alias name, same database we are going to connect, right? So connectivity wise no change, just we have to give this alias name which we have to sell copy from JDBC material option. Okay, so I have given this, and before that insert statement we have to provide to insert the data. So I have taken, I'll take content modifier here. Here I'll put some insert query. So here I have already saved insert query, insert into DB. We have used it for another interface, C123 Giri 26. So now I'm saving it. Let me check this trace. Yeah, trace is already available, enabled, and this is. Now we will check this whether successfully posted or not. Okay, it failed. Where it failed? Where it failed? We'll see. See the error, document with the same primary key exists already. So while inserting the data into, while creating the table, this employee ID we have given as a primary ID. If you see the query here, see employee ID is a primary key we have given, which means it will not allow the duplicate values with the primary ID while inserting the data. So here already employee ID exists with 123. So again we are sending the data with 123. So it is not allowing. So now I will check 456. If you want, we will see the step by step here. So where it has failed exactly. Go to trace. If you see here, it pulled the data successfully. If you go here, yeah, it is pulled the data successfully. While inserting the column, it has failed due to this primary key as duplicate. So if you see here, see error also will show. Will say like a document the same primary key exists already. So it is not allowing the duplicate employed. Employed always unique. So I have I am updating these details. Some K, some Gopi. This is some 30. See here for numbers, for integers, the colon is single quotes are not required. The colon for only characters, this single quotes are required. Okay, for integer not required. Okay, now let me check trace again. Yeah, trace is available. Now again deploy. Okay, again I have applied it. If you see now, yeah, it is successfully inserted. So whether it is successfully inserted, here only one row is there. Submit query. See here our CPI successfully insert the data and fetch the data from database using select query and insert query. Okay, insert query and select query. Okay, now I am going to insert one more employee, call some 654, some J, some Ravi. Okay, some 29. Okay, save and deploy. Okay, save and deploy. See, you'll see, yeah, it successfully deployed, successfully fetched the data. If you see here, one more created or not, see three records created, 456, 123, 654. Three records successfully created through CPI. Also CPI, first it pulled the two records and two records set only available earlier. So it pulled two records. If you see here, it pulled the two records. Login. If you see here, see row 1, row 2. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Two records it pulled, and again what we did, inserting the data, one more record. Okay. In next run it will pull next record. Some 764 I kept, some Y last name, and first name is some Rajesh. Okay. And the remaining are can be duplicate. Why? Because these are not primary keys, only this employee ID is the primary key. So I kept 29 as a as for Rajesh. Okay. And deploy it. Let me check the trace. Yeah, still trace is available, enabled. I deployed it. Now see, okay, one more record. It has pulled the three records now and inserted one record. It pulled first and inserted one, right? We'll see here. See, it should pull three records now. See, three records, one, two, three records it pulled, and it has inserted one record. Okay, in inserted record we can see directly this DB using submit query statement. See, four records are available. This is how we will configure connectivity between CPI and our database. This is an example for Postgres online DB, which is available. But in our real time, we will have some, this on-premise DBs also. Okay, if you want, we can configure on-premise DBs also. See, for on-premise DBs, we have to some add databases, add JDBC drivers for Oracle or DB2 or Microsoft SQL. For these databases, we have to uh, import the respective database drivers. Okay, for this other online cloud related databases, for any other databases like Postgres, SAP HANA Cloud, SAP HANA Cloud, for these databases, this driver JDBC driver is not required. For these three databases only, we need JDBC driver. Okay, the respective vendor will provide the driver, and we have to import the driver here. Okay, and connection setup same for any database, like we have to provide DB type, first of all database type, and user credential, and as well our JDBC URL we have to provide here. This is the scenario for JDBC connectivity for pulling the data and posting the data or inserting the data into the tables. Okay, thanks guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel, please share it and watch it. Thank you. Watch. Please subscribe my channel for more updates.